Snow White was a princess that enjoyed being outside in the forest with the animals. When she would return home to the castle, she would be covered in mud and dead leaves. Every time she came home, her stepmother would angrily say, "You're dirty again? You are never clean when you come back home. Do you know how this makes me look? No, because you only care about yourself." The queen was not only jealous of Snow's beauty, but also felt disrespected. Snow was constantly dirty from being in the forest. She hired a huntsman to make Snow disappear forever. While in the forest, Snow was walking barefoot, looking at the light through the trees. All of a sudden, an axe came flying towards her. She screamed in terror and started to run. As she ran, the forest started to become darker, and low branches were like long, fingered hands grabbing and scratching at her as she ran. She slipped on a rock and tumbled through the trees. When she landed, it was in front of a small cottage. Snow walked in to the cottage and started cleaning and organizing. A dwarf walks in. Hello, who are you?" Snow stopped and answered, "Oh, I'm White. I live here with you." The dwarf, whose name was Doc, decided to help the woman called White. He decided to play music after dinner and call himself and fellow dwarfs her family. At first, Snow was wanting to be alone after dinner and did not see how Doc or the others were her family. One of the neighbors, he was nicknamed Dopey, would come over and help Snow cook. He would tell her stories of when he was a young boy and how he would get into trouble. Once in a while, Dopey's brother Sneezy would join in on the cooking. They would also spend time gathering food and meeting others that went hunting to trade for cuts of meat or stews to cook later. Snow had adjusted well to her new life and enjoyed living with Doc and among the dwarfs. Snow started to remember living in a castle and a woman with an angry voice. Doc was happy for her and encouraged. One day, Snow found an apple. It was sitting on the windowsill. Snow decided to eat the apple. After eating the apple, Snow became very sleepy. So sleepy she fell asleep on the floor. When Snow awoke, she saw Doc. "Doc, I don't live here, do I?" said Snow in a small voice. "Nope, but you're welcome to stay," replied Doc. "My name is Snow." "Ah, now the name White makes sense," said Doc with a laugh. The next day, a handsome man came to the cottage. When he saw Snow, he said, "Snow, this is where you've been for the last 2 months?" He went in for a hug. Snow pulled away. "Snow, it's me, Charming." Snow looked at him and then realized it was in fact Charming, her boyfriend. They hugged. Charming thanked Doc for all of his help before taking Snow to live with him away from her angry stepmother. The end.